give everybody a chance to tune on in and tap in before we start building on the subject matter for the day. Today gonna be real brief, man. I just want to introduce a health challenge for the month of September, man. You know, health is wealth, man. We got to prioritize that health. The true health care starts at home, starts with self. We already know how this system is designed pertaining to our health, or when it pertains to our health. So we got to take care of ourselves, man. We got to prioritize that. So I got a nice challenge for everybody for the month of September, but I'm not gonna start building on it until everybody tap on in with the kid. Anais, peace, what's happening? Rayshawn, peace, what's the word? Giovanni, peace. Evan, peace, what's the word? See, these the real challenges right here, man. These the real challenges that we need to be indulging in and engaging in and things of that nature. Just peace, what's happening? What's the word? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Oh, nice for sure, man. I'm trying to come every month or so, or every few weeks, or every week with some new challenges for the people. And a lot of it pertains to health, and, you know, whether it's mental, whether it's physical. You know, like I said, health is wealth, man. I'm striving to get the people healthy. We got to build that endurance. We got to build that stamina. We got to build that strength, man. It's a war going on, and we got to be prepared mentally and physically. So we doing all these challenges that essentially could harm us. Let's do some challenges that can heal us as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's prioritize our physical and mental health with some of these challenges. Why not? I feel like we can take these challenges and we can create some positive challenges that go viral and things of that nature to really change the overall condition of our people. Kurt, Master Tube, CC, peace. Beautiful Goddess Keys, peace, Queen, what's happening? Oh, hey, there you go. Hey, that fasting, hey. That really would be the fast I would like to introduce to the people, to have us do a real long fast. But you know, people got to work their way up to that joint. But yeah, 15 days, let's get it. Let's get it. Montel, peace. Marcus, peace. What's happening? Top Male, peace. Terenzo, my brother, what's going on with you? Oh, Giovanni, have no fear. Have no fear, man. I got a few books on reversing diabetes. Have no fear. Diabetes is not something you should fear. If anything, you should look at it as a challenge, something that you will conquer. Something that you will conquer. But diabetes is not a death sentence. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's not something that you got to stick with for the rest of your life. Easily, we can reverse that. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That diabetes can definitely be reversed. That diabetes can definitely be reversed, whether it's type 1, whether it's type 2. Diabetes can definitely be reversed just like anything else. But they want you to believe the contrary. We don't deal with that type of energy here. We know and understand if we got it, we can kill it. If we got it, we can reverse it, no matter what it is. That just means we got to put in a little more work. We got to remain committed to our health. Tamil, yeah, sometimes, occasionally, I throw the chia seeds in there. I'm big on all seeds, the hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. But since we got enough people in this joint, man, if anybody misses it, then they could just rewind. They can rewind the joint. But we gonna get it cracking, and I'm gonna explain the challenge. It's real simple. It's just 2 smoothies a day. 2 smoothies a day for the entire month of September. Now, this is 2 smoothies a day in addition to your regular regimen. I just want you to incorporate 2 smoothies a day. If you already do 1 smoothie a day, guess what? All you gotta do is just add another. If you currently do 0 smoothies a day, this may be a little more challenging for you. But 2 smoothies a day, and you can map out the smoothies however you want to map them out. You can map out them smoothies, whatever suits your schedule. That's how you can map the smoothies out. I've already had one brother say, all right, I'm gonna probably do one in the morning when I wake up, and then right before I go to bed, do a green smoothie, something along those lines. So however you want to map the smoothies out. My schedule is a little bit different. So like in the middle of the day when I have a break, as soon as I get home, I can make a smoothie, and then right before I come back to the gym for my evening classes, I do another smoothie. So 2 smoothies a day, in addition to whatever your regular regimen is. So I'm not just saying do 2 smoothies a day and then that's it. If you want to rock like that, you could. But this is just 2 smoothies a day in addition to whatever your regular regimen is. In addition to whatever your regular regimen is, we just adding 2 smoothies a day to the mix for the whole entire month of September. 2 smoothies a day. Now, a lot of people ask about recipes when it comes to smoothies. I freestyle. But I don't overdo it. So when it comes to smoothies, one thing that you must consider is try not to go too hard mixing the fruits and veggies. So a lot of times, man, my smoothies are fruit filled, and if I throw veggies in there like some spinach or some kale, it's a very small amount, because you technically don't want to combine anything with the fruit. So if I do combine a vegetable with it, it's a very small amount. It's nothing too heavy. And then if I want a green smoothie, again, you're going to have predominantly veggies like spinach, kale, whatever the case may be. And then probably like some apples or some green apples or something along those lines. But you never want to go too crazy combining a bunch of fruits with veggies. So you always want to keep it simple. So if I'm making my smoothie, for the most part, it's a lot of fruits and it may be one vegetable. I don't combine a bunch of vegetables with my fruit smoothies. It'd be one vegetable. I pick one vegetable and I pick one seed, and then I keep it rocking. So a prime example would be, let's say I take 3 bananas, and I take some frozen pineapples, mangoes, throw them in the joint, maybe some berries, however I'm feeling. Then I may throw a small amount of spinach in there, very small amount. Then I'll probably throw some hemp seeds in there, and I like to throw water in there for my liquid. I don't like to do the unsweetened almond milk. Sometimes I may throw the hemp milk in there with the smoothie, but for the most part, I like to put water in there, because again, you really don't want to combine too much with a fruit. You really don't want to combine too much with your fruits. So I keep it simple. I put the water in there and I'm rocking. So like 3 bananas, frozen mangoes, pineapples, small amount of spinach, hemp seeds, water, good to roll. That's one smoothie for your boy. Now, if you want to make a protein-filled smoothie that'll probably keep you fuller for a longer period of time, then you could do something along these lines. I like to throw bananas in there, hemp seeds, and then what's called a PB powder. And the reason why I would say the PB powder opposed to like regular peanut butter is because it's less fat. It's less fat in the PB powder than the actual peanut butter. You can end up making like a homemade protein shake off of those ingredients right there. And I'm talking about, you may end up with like 35 grams of protein with that particular smoothie right there out the gate. Hemp seeds, bananas, and the PB powder, and you rock it. So like if you work out a lot like me, then you probably gonna need a little bit more protein than the average person. So one of your smoothies gotta be like a protein-filled smoothie, and that'd be a good joint right there. That'd be a good joint, man. I did like 3 bananas, man, like a few like cups of the PB powder, and then a few spoonfuls of the hemp seeds. And I think the last time I ended up with like 32 grams of protein for that one particular smoothie. And there's no animal product whatsoever in that joint. 33 grams of protein right there. I done almost hit the daily needs, because again, we don't need that much protein. So at 33, I'm already just about halfway there. So it's light work. So if you want to make a protein-filled smoothie, those are some good ingredients. That's pretty much all you need. The bananas, the hemp seeds, and the PB powder, you good to roll. There are other things that you can utilize in regards to protein when it comes to the smoothie, but that smoothie right there pretty much is solid for me. Makes me feel good. It does what it does the job. It does the job. Master Tube, I would say just do the you could do raw fruits, and you could do frozen fruits as well, man. Frozen fruits still have a lot of nutritional value, contrary to what people may have you believe. But the frozen fruits is what they call flash frozen. So a lot of the frozen fruits still have a lot of value, actually. So you can use frozen fruits, you can use fresh fruits, and I would say use the water, because again, you really don't want to combine too much with the fruit. So you really want to keep it simple when you're making a smoothie that contains a lot of fruit, man. You don't want to combine too much with the fruit. So keep it real simple, man. If you putting another ingredient in there, just make it one. Like I said, the PB powder, boom, and then the hemp seed, that's it. Not going too crazy. A lot of times people make smoothies and they have too many ingredients in them joints. They put all the seeds in there, hemp seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, spinach, kale, bananas, strawberries, yogurt, almond milk. Like, they throw all of this in a smoothie. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it very simple. You do not need to be mixing all of those ingredients into one smoothie, man. Like, that's counterproductive. You do not need to do that. Keep it real simple, man. If you want to make it fruit-based, you want to have a lot of fruits, and then you want to have one vegetable, and not that much. Not that much of that one vegetable. And then I say one seed or so. So whatever the seed of choice is. My favorite seed is the hemp seed. But again, I strive to use all the seeds. I strive to rotate all the seeds, you know. So if one smoothie I put hemp seeds in there, then the next one I may put the flax seeds in there, or I may put the chia seeds in there. Pumpkin seeds good for the iron and things of that nature. So it all depends on just what your preference is, and then what you may be lacking and things of that nature in regards to what seeds, what ingredients you use. Maurice, peace, what's the word? Thunder, peace, what's happening? Oh, Tamika, for sure. I just introduced the challenge. So 2 smoothies for the month of September, 2 smoothies in addition to your regular regimen. And you can space those smoothies out to whatever fits your schedule. But just make sure you get at least 2 smoothies a day in for the entire month of September. I'm telling you, what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I'm telling you, 2 smoothies a day, keeping everybody away. It's keeping all the ailments, it's keeping the diseases, all of that away. When you make the proper smoothie. Again, don't overly combine with the fruits. Don't do it. Don't do it. Then if you want to make it green based, don't go too crazy. I know a lot of people really don't rock with the veggie taste like that, so it'd be bitter. So you need something sweet in order to be able to drink the vegetable based smoothie. So again, that's why some people throw the apples in that joint, or some people throw like lemons and limes in them joints. So again, if you got a veggie based smoothie, try to pick one fruit and combine it with the veggies. Infinite Charms, peace, what's happening? Just, you say you put oats and chia in my, yep. Yeah, so the oats is cool, like the steel cut oats. That also helps with the satiation, keeping you full for a longer period of time. But I would say opt for one of those too, if you got predominantly fruits in there. So if you got predominantly fruits in your smoothies, then choose either the oats or the chia seeds, but not both. I would say just choose one. Yeah, just pineapple and kale, that'll work. Tierra, peace, what's happening? Tamil, you say, what are some good fiber sources? Any green. Matter of fact, there's fiber in all, like basically when you making smoothies and you using fruits and veggies, and then the seeds, you gonna get your fiber. You ain't even gotta worry about it. But yeah, like the spinach, the kale, you getting your fiber there. You getting your fiber from the fruits as well. When you look at berries, it's a lot of fiber in the berries as well. So you getting your fiber easily when you making these smoothies. If you drinking 2 smoothies a day, and I'm talking about you putting a decent amount of fruits and veggies in them joints, you getting your fiber. You ain't gotta worry about that. You getting your fiber. If you putting berries in there, if you putting spinach, if you putting kale, if you putting the chia seeds, the flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, whatever seed of choice, you getting your fiber easily. Now, if fiber is more of your focus, then the greener it is, the better, you know? So the greener the smoothie is, the better for you in regards to fiber. But again, it's still a lot of fiber in the fruit, so you really don't have to worry about fiber. Fiber is not something to be concerned about, especially if you're drinking 2 smoothies a day. You more than likely, you getting way more fiber than you would get if you didn't drink the 2 smoothies. I guarantee that. Thunderscore, yeah, bananas go in my smoothie, especially when I'm using frozen fruit. When I'm using frozen fruit, I always put bananas in there because it helps with like the texture of the smoothie. If you just put frozen fruit in that joint and try to blend it, it ain't gonna turn out right. So if you're doing the frozen fruit, you gotta make sure you throw like a banana in there or some type of raw produce in there. My raw produce of choice is always a banana. So I throw the bananas in there with the frozen fruits, and then it's good to roll. Like I said, now I throw my water in there and we rocking and we're rolling and we good. Jason, peace, what's happening? Justin, yeah, get that sea moss. Yeah, sea moss, if you got access to the sea moss is something good to sprinkle in them smoothies as well. Yeah, sea moss. Now, one thing about the sea moss, that the sea moss, depending on the quality of the sea moss, it can really activate your digestive system, man. So you be prepared. Now, the smoothies in and of themselves will do that just by themselves. But that sea moss, depending on the quality of the sea moss, man, your digestive system can really get active. Can really get active. It can really get active. Master Two, man, the thing, a lot of people ask me about wine. A lot of people just try to justify indulging in the wine. Like I said, you do have the vegan wines and things of that nature. And people be like, in moderation, it's cool, this, that, and the third. A lot of healthy populations drink the wine. I honestly don't indulge in wine because the only beverage that I really need is water. And I may do some like organic orange juice. It's about it. It's the only beverages that I really truly need. Like the body really doesn't truly need the wine when it comes to a beverage, man. You need the water more than anything. So I just drink the water. I'm good. Eat some grapes, you know what I'm saying? If you really worried about wine, man, get you some grapes and just eat the grapes, man. Get you some grapes, eat some grapes. Get you some seeded grapes or whatever the case may be, man, and consume the grapes. But for the most part, I don't indulge in none of that. I just drink my water and I drink, like I said, the organic orange juice and things of that nature. And I'm rocking it and I'm rolling. I'm good. Rashid, yeah, if you make if you make a smoothie and it contains all frozen fruit, that joint gonna be chunky. It's gonna be hard to tolerate. So you always gotta throw that produce in there, like that fresh produce. Like I said, you throw a banana in there and it'll smooth it right on out for you. Smooth it right on out. Montel, you say, do you have any examples for the qualities of the sea moss? I don't really have any examples because I don't have any sea moss on me at the current moment. But basically what I mean by quality is you have a lot of people, they basically, when sea moss started trending, and I think sea moss really started trending once the whole pandemic popped off, sea moss really, like the demand for sea moss really increased. Once that happened, you had a lot of people proclaiming to be making sea moss, but their brand of sea moss or their quality of sea moss was not really that good. So you had a lot of knockoff brands, a lot of people saying, man, I sell sea moss, I make sea moss, and it's really like artificial sea moss. It's really some nonsense. It's really some nonsense. But if I had some actual sea moss, which I got to get sea moss from my plug, as they call them, then I'll be able to break down what we mean by the quality. But a lot of people out here faking, telling you that they make sea moss, but their product is really, it really ain't hitting. Really ain't sea moss out here. So you got to be mindful of that. Let's see what y'all won't be asking. Just you say you drinking, right now with oat milk. Yeah, that's cool. That's solid. Yeah, just that's solid. Tamika, now as far as liquids, like I said, it depends. Sometimes I may use the unsweetened almond milk, or I would use hemp milk, or I would use water. For the most part, I use water a lot. I just use some water. Some people use the the coconut water. Some people use that joint, but I use water though. Master 2, would you say the combo is usually flax seeds, hemp seeds, and some peanut butter with some bananas? Yeah, and that's like protein based, man. So that's trying to, filling you up and things of that nature. Oh, Tamika, yeah, for sure. Yeah, water. I throw that water in there, good to roll. Good to roll. Montel, no doubt. Like I said, man, we gotta start creating healthier challenges out here, man. We really gotta prioritize that health. Like this is a challenge that everybody can partake in, man. Everybody can partake in this particular challenge. But how many people do you think gonna actually participate in this challenge. Not those of us that we already, you know what I'm saying, we already in the know, we already conscious, we already aware, we already striving to be healthy. I'm talking about the individuals that are facing all type of complications that need to be engaging in this type of challenge. How many of them are willing to do something as simple as 2 smoothies a day? How many of them are willing to listen to this type of challenge? But they was quick to go step on some crates and things of that nature. But how many of them would be willing to 2 smoothies a day? How many of them would be willing to do that for an entire month? This is a challenge that is harmless and that will only lead to the elevation of one's health. But how many people will be willing to engage in this type of challenge? Y'all already know the answer to that particular question. I guarantee you, if you introduce this challenge to most of your family members, I guarantee you it'll be a very small percentage, if any, will be willing to engage in this challenge with you. I guarantee it. And this is simple. We ain't telling them to just drink 2 smoothies a day and nothing else. We saying 2 smoothies a day in addition to your regular regimen. I guarantee you, if you introduce it to the average person, they're going to make every excuse in the book as to why they cannot make 2 smoothies a day. They're going to start talking about being busy, not having time, blaming their kids, all type of excuses as to why they cannot make 2 smoothies a day. Guarantee you, if you think I'm lying, go introduce it to somebody right now. Or they may tell you it sounds good and whole while they don't even do it. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. These are the type of challenges that we need to be engaging in. These are the type of challenges that we need to indulge in. These are the type of challenges. All the health problems that we face, these are the type of challenges, man, that we should be engaging in and creating. This type of challenge will solve a lot of problems in regards to the problems that we are faced with. I'm telling you, 2 smoothies a day that's packed with all type of nutrients, phytochemicals, antioxidants. That's going to combat all these problems that we're dealing with. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of that. The respiratory conditions that we face with. All of that. All of that. It'll help with all of that. But no, we want to sit and complain about these issues and do nothing about them. Then when somebody provides a solution to these problems, we still making excuses. Nah, I can't do that, man. You know, I can't make 2 smoothies a day. My schedule crazy. No, it ain't. Your schedule ain't crazy because you able to tune in on Facebook and read every other status. You able to be on YouTube. You able to be on Facebook. You able to be on Twitter, Instagram, all these social media platforms. You can make a smoothie. You can find a time to make smoothies. 2 smoothies a day. You can find a time. You gonna find a time to eat garbage. You gonna find a time to go to McDonald's. You gonna find a time to go to White Castle, whatever fast food place you like to indulge in. You gonna find a time to go there. You gonna find a time to go there. You ain't gonna make excuses as to why you can't go to McDonald's. You gonna say it's convenient, whole while you waiting in the drive-through line for 30 minutes. How convenient is that? So you gonna find time to wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes for some McDonald's, but then if I say make a smoothie, 2 smoothies a day, you ain't got time. But you got 30 minutes to wait on some McDonald's that's killing you. Yeah, Solo, that's cool. However you got to get your smoothie in, get it in. So if you got to freeze it, just got to freeze it. Let's get it. God is peace. What's happening? Oh, Tamika, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Got time to go down on these crates, breaking their backs, dislocating shoulders, all that type of stuff on these crates, but you ain't got time to create. Listen, when things like the crate challenge and all of that come to the surface, it lets me know that a lot of people, again, just making excuses. People ain't as busy. People ain't as busy as they out here advertising. People are not as busy as they out here advertising. Because the same people that advertise that they are so busy, they don't have time for this X, Y, and Z. They be the main ones doing these crate challenges and things of that nature. It takes time to stack them crates like that. It takes time to find the crates and put the crates where you got them. And then stack them. And then walk on them joints. That takes time. That takes time. First, you got to locate the crates. Then you got to take the crates to the spot. Then you got to stack them accordingly. You got time for that. But you so busy though. But you find time to organize these crates and find these crates, put these crates in a certain shape, and then boom, walk over them joints. You got time for that though. And then you got time to watch everybody else do it. Terenzo for sure. Hey, yeah, speaking of that, yeah, my powder is coming soon. Another powder. I got another powder that I'm working on. Definitely coming soon. Definitely coming soon. Be on the lookout for this other powder I'm creating, man. It's gonna be a nice powder. Be on the lookout for it, man. We be in the lab, man. We create concoctions. We tired of giving all our money to these white folks when it comes to these concoctions. We just gonna create our own. We creating our own product, man. So I'm in the process of creating another concoction in powdered form that's gonna be very beneficial. Gonna be very beneficial to the mind, to the body, all that good stuff, man. So that's coming soon. Be on the lookout. Lindell, peace, what's happening? Florida for sure, man. Yeah, the standard, listen what it's called though. Have y'all ever broken down the acronym? Have y'all ever broken down what they call it? The Standard American Diet. Standard S, American A, Diet D. That's sad. That's literally sad. They put it right in your face. The acronym for Standard American Diet is sad, man. Literally. Standard American Diet. Break it down. It's sad. That's the acronym for it. SAD. S-A-D. SAD. They literally telling you. Right in your face, we gonna call it the Standard American Diet, and that more you break it down, it's gonna be sad. Hence why we got a lot of depression. We got a lot of sadness walking around here, man, because we are consuming what? The Standard American Diet. It's making us sad. It's making us depressed. It's influencing those type of feelings, man. That's why we can't eat according to that light. The Standard American Diet ain't got anything to do with us black folks. It ain't got nothing to do with us black folks. The Standard American Diet was not designed for us. Wasn't designed for us at all. Whether people want to admit it or not, people be like, we are all one. No, we are different. Those of us that contain high levels of melanin, we got to eat differently than those that don't contain much melanin. Those of us that are darker got to eat a lot differently than those of us that are white. We got to eat differently. They can tolerate the pig. They can tolerate the meat at higher levels than we can. We were not designed to be eating that way. At high levels, man. And I know somebody about to bring up, well, our ancestors ate meat. Cool, I hear you. But how did they eat the meat? I guarantee you when you trace it all the way back to the beginning of time, if there was a beginning, but if you trace it all the way back to the ancestors that we talking about, I guarantee you they wasn't eating meat from McDonald's. They wasn't going to Burger King getting their meat. They wasn't putting their meat in the microwave. They wasn't grilling the meat. That ain't how it was going down. So we not eating meat in the same form that they was eating it back in the day. And then even when they consumed the meat, they were not eating it on a daily basis. Meat was almost a luxury item. Like you only ate the meat if you was able to catch it. But the main foods that they were utilizing to get them through their day-to-day functions were it was a plant-based regimen. Plant-based regimen. They didn't have access to meat every day. And then when they ate the meat, it wasn't processed meat. The way that they ate the meat back in the day, I guarantee you we wouldn't be too fond of that meat today. Guarantee you we wouldn't be too fond of it. So when people like to bring that up to me, I say, all right, cool. Go out there. I should go give them a pig, go fetch that pig. And I'm talking about eat it just like that. Kevin, appreciate the donation. Oh, nice, for sure. People want to act like our ancestors wasn't plant-based out here. People want to act like our ancestors were not plant-based out here, man. You got a whole book by Muatai Ashby called The Kemetic Diet. Read that joint. See, they want you to believe. Listen, man. Listen. Do the knowledge, man. We had plant-based ancestors out here, man. We was a very diverse people. Yeah, we still got, you got certain African traditions and cultures where they be eating meat and drinking all type of milk and things of that nature. But guarantee you, we had a lot of plant-based cultures, man. We are a plant-based people. We are a plant-based people, whether people want to admit that, acknowledge that or not. We are a plant-based people. Even when my people were coming up, the way they described the way that they ate, meat was a luxury item. They was like, man, they couldn't afford to eat meat every day. So they might have eaten meat like on the weekend. Hence where the whole soul food nonsense then came from. The whole soul food nonsense stemmed from that. See, meat was a luxury item. See, we associated meat with success, and that's one of the problems. That's why a lot of people, a lot of black folks, once they start getting money, once they start generating a lot of revenue, they start eating fast food, they start eating a lot of meat, because meat was associated with wealth. And they didn't already labeled it like the rich man's disease and things of that nature. A lot of those diseases stems from the overconsumption of meat because they associated meat with wealth. So you had a lot of the wealthy white folks back then that was consuming a lot of the meat. They were succumbing to a lot of illnesses and diseases because of the overconsumption of meat. They had a few names for it. It was like the rich man's disease. It was like a disease of the affluent. These were diseases that stem from the overconsumption of those foods that were associated with luxury. And meat was the main one. So then rewind back or fast forward to when our peoples was coming up, or my peoples was coming up, meat was considered a luxury item. So we was already programmed to believe, man, if you eat meat, then you living good. So my people, for the most part, throughout the week, they was eating healthy. That's why a lot of our parents and grandparents be living long lives, even though they may have adopted bad habits later in life, because they spent their younger years eating right and exact, but they labeled that type of eating impoverished eating. So they think that was the poor man's diet, when you was just eating beans and you was eating fruits and you was eating veggies. That's how my people literally was eating it. Then like potatoes, it'd be like potatoes, beans, fruits, veggies, drinking your water, all that type of stuff, man. That was like poor eating to them. Then you will get to Saturday, Sunday, where they able to have their one little meat, and now you got soul food. So they cooking everything to go with this meat. There go your origin of this whole soul food nonsense that's not actually good for the soul. Sierra's peace, what's happening? E reacts, peace, what's the word? Florida, yes, G-bombs. I've definitely heard of that. Matter of fact, I first read about G-bombs in a book. I think Joel Furman wrote the book, and I think the book is called Super Immunity. I think the book is called Super Immunity. That's where I first heard that acronym, G-bombs, man. But yeah, I think it was Super Immunity by Joel Furman. I believe that's his name. Yeah, Justin, that's what I'm saying. Our peoples got out in the sun. They did a lot. So a lot of times, man, I don't be liking when my people bring up the fact that, oh, man, my grandfather, he 90 years old, he been eating bacon all this time. It's like, man, you got to understand those younger years when they was eating the so-called poor man's diet, like that extended their lives. That extended their lives, and they don't even know that. They don't even realize that. They don't even realize that the 20 years that they had to spend, that they spent eating the poor man's diet extended their lives by 20, 30 years. They don't realize that, man. They don't realize that. They don't realize the times where they thought that they was really hungry and starving, that was actually fasting, and that actually extended their lives. They not realizing that. They viewed it as starvation. No, you fasting. You fasting. You had to go a day without eating. That's fasting. That ain't starvation. Starvation is like, listen, starvation is going a lot longer without food than about a day or two. So you fasting, and that's literally increasing your lifespan. They tell you if you want to reverse the aging process, or if you want to slow down the aging process, fasting, eating one meal a day, not eating as much. Those two things contribute to slowing down the aging process. So when you study the ways that a lot of our peoples ate, that's what they were doing. They were not eating as much because they couldn't afford to. They were indirectly practicing fasting. That slows down the aging process. So again, man, miss me with that whole, oh, that's the poor man's diet, things of that nature. No, that's the wealthy man's diet or regimen. But we associated meat with luxurious living. So that's why when a lot of our people came up in the world and started making decent amounts of money, they start eating fast food and they start eating a lot of meat, because we associated that with eating good. Whole while we killing ourselves. You should have stuck with the way that you was eating when you thought it was poor. When you thought you was poor. That's actually the best way to eat. I'm telling y'all, that's the best way to eat. They was eating fruits right off of the tree. They'd cook a pot of beans, and that beans will last them the whole week. It almost don't get more nutritious than the bean, man. Or substitute the bean for lentils and you rocking and rolling. You eating your veggies, you eating some potatoes here and there. Substitute the white potato for the sweet potato, and we rolling. We rolling. One meal a day, then every other day you fast, 24 hours. Man, I'm telling you. Stop playing. My sister, you are appreciated. Everybody on this thread is appreciated. Terenzo, for sure. People don't be understanding sometimes when you break down the word. Just got to break the word down and you got the answer. The answer is in the word once you break it down. What they say in the beginning was the word. That's what they say. That's what they tell you. In the beginning was the word. That's why we say word is bond. Those words bind you to the what? The truth. That's why you say word is bond. Things of that nature. Sometimes you got to break the words down. The hidden meanings and whatnot. Okay, cool. Spirulina. Yep, spirulina, chlorella, kelp powder for the iodine. So if you're facing thyroid issues, then you want to get the kelp powder, KELP. That's good for the iodine and things of that nature. Wheatgrass. Definitely want to make sure you get some wheatgrass powder, man. Keep all of these things on deck. But then, like I said, the powder that I'm about to construct and create, it's also going to be a beneficial powder. For sure. You can eat during this challenge. Whatever you regularly consume. I'm not going. I'm waiting to some other months to start restricting y'all on what y'all can eat. This challenge just incorporate 2 smoothies in your regular regimen. So however you getting down already, just make sure you include 2 smoothies. So you can eat however you've been eating. Just make sure you include 2 smoothies. Maurice, appreciate that, my brother. Yeah, Airview, man, for sure. A lot of us already was practicing some form of fasting, but it was just unintentional. Like we weren't intentionally trying to fast, but a lot of us practice intermittent fasting already. That's why I tell people to do the full 24 hours, because a lot of us, we already do the intermittent fasting and our bodies ain't got used to it. But a lot of us, we don't normally go a full 24 hours with no food. You know, so a lot of times that's why I say, man, it's better to practice do the 24-hour fast, because a lot of us already do the intermittent fasting because of our schedules and all that type of stuff. So a lot of us already do that. A lot of us already practice that. So the 24-hour fast is the best joint for real, to be honest. Zeke, hey, word to the mother, all of that. But in the beginning was the word. There you go. The veggie chili. Let's get it, man. We eating good. Like I said, man, we got to be the examples. What they say, be the change that we want to see in the universe. So we got to be the change. Instead of getting upset at everybody around us that's not changing, because it happens, we see the loved ones dying and succumbing to all these illnesses and diseases. We got to be the change. Because I done reached a point now where I don't really too much care about anybody outside of self succumbing to these diseases and these illnesses, especially when they done been given the information. I'm done caring about them. Y'all done been given the information. Y'all choosing to remain ignorant. Y'all choosing to not put these things into motion that could potentially save your life. Then want to sit and cry about it. I lack sympathy for those individuals. I lack sympathy for individuals that got the information and they just chose not to implement it. I don't feel sorry for you when something happens to you, because you knew what to do. You got the information, you just chose not to do it. If you want to call that heartless, then I just have to be heartless. But man, it's been plenty of scholars, it have been plenty of ancestors, plenty of people that's giving our people the game, giving our people the jewels, giving our people the information that's needed to reverse all of these conditions. People just choosing to remain deaf, dumb, and blind to this. And that's on them. That's on them. That's on them. I'm done concerning myself with these individuals, man. It's too much information, too many books out here, too many lectures on YouTube. It's just too many. It's too much good information out here. Whatever condition that you face, and I'm telling you, you can type it in and you will find some people that look just like you that then reverse the condition. And it's real simple in regards to what they did. People just lack the discipline. Don't want to commit to anything, man. Don't want to commit to anything. Just want to complain all day. They just want people to feel sorry for them. At some point, man, we got to bypass that. At some point, man, we got to bypass that, man. At some point, we have got to bypass that pity stage, man, that pity party, man. What you going to do about it? Crying about it is not going to change your condition. I don't care how harsh that sounds. Crying about being overweight, being obese, having cancer, having diabetes is not going to change it. If anything, it's going to make it worse for you. So at some point, you got to stop crying about it. Like, we dealing with adults, man. I ain't talking about children. We dealing with grown folks that want to sit around and cry about things that they can change. I don't have sympathy for that. And I'm being quite honest, man. I know this is not popular to have this type of opinion, all because people going through what they going through. Listen, I hear you, but we all going through something. So I don't have time to hear you talk about some problems that you can change when I'm working my butt off to change my circumstances. When I'm working my butt off to solve the problems that I'm dealing with. Last thing I want to hear from you is you complain about things that you can change. That's the last thing I want to hear, especially when I gave you some of the information and you just choosing to not implement it. I don't want to hear you continue to cry about the condition. I don't want to hear you continue to cry about this diabetes when I gave you 4 or 5 books on how to reverse it. Did you read the books? Did you implement anything from the books? If not, stop crying to me. Stop crying to me, man, because you got the foundation, you got the blueprint. You choosing to ignore it. So you just want people to feel sorry for you. I don't have time for that in my cipher. That brings you down, man. That brings you down. I don't have time for that. We adults, we grown folks, man. We grown. It's time for us to start acting like that, man. It's time for us to start putting that knowledge into motion, which is wisdom. All that crying and stuff is for the birds, man. You can change these conditions. These are not death sentences. These are not things you just got to accept. These are things you can literally change, man. When you want to go on an extravagant trip, guess what you do? You don't cry about not being able to afford it. I guarantee you. If you want to go to Vegas next year, you're not going to cry about, man, I can't afford to go to Vegas. Ooh, I'm going to just cry about it. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to put in overtime. You're going to save your money. You're going to cut back on your spending, and you're going to be going to Vegas next year. You ain't going to cry about not having the funds right now to go. You're going to figure out a way to muster up the funds so that you can go on your trip next year. Guarantee it. So we need to do the same thing for our health. Muster up the energy to commit. Muster it up. Quit complaining. If you think it's expensive, muster up the money. Muster up the funds. Work overtime. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, man. Whatever you got to do to make it affordable. Whatever you got to do to create the time, you got to do it. Just like anything else. You're going to make time for it. Like I said, if you want to go on the trip, you're going to make time for it. You're not going to cry about not being able to afford it. I've never seen somebody cry about not being able to afford to go on a trip. They find out a way that they can afford it. Like I said, put in extra hours at the gig, pick up a part-time job. Man, I done seen people do some crazy things to just afford a trip. They'll pick up a part-time job and literally almost work themselves to death to be able to afford to go overseas. We got to have that same commitment, that drive, and that ambition, and that energy, and that effort. We got to have that same energy towards our health. Pick up the part-time job, you got to fund your health. The same way you would pick up that part-time job if you was trying to go on a trip, buy you a new vehicle, buy you a home. We got to have that same energy for our health, man. We got to have that same energy and that drive towards our health, man. Literally, man. We got to do it. It's too expensive to eat healthy. All right, figure out a way to make more money. Problem solved. Problem solved. If you figure out a way to make more money, then it won't be expensive. You can't use that excuse. I would tell you to cut back on the I would tell you that it's not expensive, but I ain't even gonna do that. If you feel like it's too expensive, find a way to make more money. Find a way to make more money. That's gonna solve all your problems. You making more money and you getting healthier. That's solving all problems. So find a way to make more money. So that way you ain't feeling like you gotta deprive yourself. Find a way to make more money. It's too expensive, make more money. And there's plenty of ways to make more money. All you gotta do is plant that seed in the subconscious mind. Lindell, yeah, for the most part, man, I got a book called We Are Not the Same. And get that book too. It's on Amazon. I forget her name is like Shaniqua something. I forgot her last name. But man, she dropped some jewels in that book. And she gave some ingredients for some vaccines that I think she got from Layla Africa. She gave some ingredients that they use for some vaccines, man. Crazy in the field. But sometimes, like, it depends on the vaccine. Sometimes they are literally giving you the actual virus. And this goes to the age-old belief that exposure breeds immunity. So they feel like if they expose you to the virus, that will make you immune to the virus. Hence why they say once you get the virus sometimes, then that can be enough in and of itself because you already acquired it. So if you get it again, it may not be as damaging or you may not get it again. Some people believe exposure breeds immunity. But give me a second because now that y'all brought that up, I want to grab the book just so I can read some of the ingredients. Let me grab this book though. We gonna drop you, but this the book right here. We Are Not the Same. Shaniqua Samuels. I literally just finished this joint. I've been on a reading kick as of late, man. But We Are Not the Same. This sister breaking it down. She letting you know it's a difference between white folks and it's a difference between black folks in regards to our nutritional needs. I mean, she dropping the jewels. She takes the works from some of the greats like Layla Africa, Dr. Sabi, Jewel Pookrum, and she incorporates a lot of what they taught into this book. So it's definitely a jewel, man. Definitely get this book, man. It's like 220 some pages, all information in there, man. Shaniqua Samuels, very solid book. Recommend getting it. But let me go ahead and break down. Let's go ahead and break it down. In this chapter, y'all can see the chapter right here, man. Vaccine ingredients, man. Vaccine ingredients. Vaccine ingredients. We about to read some of the ingredients here. And I'm going to just read like the last sentence that leads or segues into the ingredients. Say, as you have seen from references throughout the book, FDA approval means absolutely nothing regarding safety. Here are a list of some of the ingredients so you are aware of what's being injected into our little babies. Now, these are vaccines that they giving to the babies right here. That they giving to the babies. But we got aluminum, pig, horse, and cattle blood. Listen to what I just said. Aluminum, pig, horse, and cattle blood. Chick embryo, phenol. Man, this word, I can't even pronounce it. Benzonium, ethylene, glycol, formaldehyde, which is embalming fluid. Formaldehyde, man. Come on now. Formaldehyde, embalming fluid. Y'all know what formaldehyde is. Come on, man. Gelatin, thimerosal, glutamate, foreign protein, neomycin. Y'all ain't never heard of some of this stuff, man. Monkey or dog kidney. Come on, man. Come on, man. Monkey or dog kidney. Animal RNA or DNA. Aborted human fetus tissue. I'm going to read that one again. Aborted human fetus tissue. Come on now. Rabbit brain. Rabbit brain. Human manure. Human manure. Throat infectious mucus. Proviruses. Trypsin. Pig stomach. Cowpox, pus, radiation, and antibiotics. And we gonna close the book on that note. Just read the book, man. Y'all heard some of them ingredients. That's trash. Giovanni most definitely causes that. But that's trash, man. Y'all heard what I just, man, come on, man. Rabbit brain. You know what I'm saying? Aborted human fetus. Come on, man. Come on. We ain't even gonna go there, man. And best believe, once I got the jewels, I started looking them joints up. So this can be confirmed. So we ain't just read the book, boom, accept it. You look it up. Plus, I got other books that corroborate that. I got the books that she got some of it from, Layla Africa and things of that nature. So you can easily start researching everything that I mentioned, and you're gonna be like, whoa, this is straight confirmed. Just do the knowledge. Let's do the knowledge. Like this is no myth. This is no mystery. So that's why I say I'm cool on all that type of nonsense. I'm cool on it. I'll go ahead and take the natural route. That's why I'm cool with taking the natural route. Y'all done been seeing me over this time, man. Do I look sick? Have I looked sick? I'm good. Been good, so I'm gonna remain good. Because I speak life into existence. I speak life into myself on a daily basis. That's another thing that's keeping me going, keeping me healthy. So we good. I'm not concerning myself with sickness and disease. I don't feed that. I don't feed that beast. I don't feed into that nonsense. Yep, just there we go. Yeah, that's the book. There it is. The name. There you go. Yeah, Justin. Book is a jewel, man. Book is a jewel. I'm on to my next book. I'll let y'all know what the next book is once I start indulging in that book, man. But I read The Secret Science by John Baines. That's a real good book for those that really trying to like just expand their thinking. Because that book will make you think. So I finished that book not too long ago. Then just broke this down in a few days. So I'm on to the next book. That's also probably going to be one of my challenges as well, man. We trying to get our reading game up. I'm trying to get through 2 or 3 books in a week. Like I'm trying to increase the speed in which I consume these books. So I'm mastering speed reading. And people hear speed reading, they think, well, you can't comprehend if you read fast. It's a science of speed reading to where you speed reading, but then you still retaining the information. See, we masters, we use 100% of our brain. We use 100% of our brain, so I'm stepping it up on all levels. I'm learning how to use 100% of that brain, not 10%. I'm using all 100. So I'm knocking down at least 2 to 3 books a week. That's the goal. Okay, cool. Yep, that book is definitely a jewel. African Holistic Health. That's another jewel. Ja Films, peace, what's happening? Master 2, I'm telling you, they take all of this stuff down. Don't be surprised they take this joint down. Once they weed through it and be like, oh, dude, just drop some ingredients on us. So don't be surprised, but it is what it is. We're going to put the truth out there. Cream always rises to the top, so we ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? The cream going to rise to the top regardless. We got to get the information out here for the people, though. That's what we must do. People must be informed. A lot of people, go ask the person. Go ask anybody that you know. Go ask them. Go ask anybody that you know that received the jab. Go ask them what the ingredients are. Go ask them. I guarantee you they're getting their feelings. Or they simply hit you with the I don't know. But go ask them, do they know what the ingredients are? Go ask them. Go ask them. Go ask anybody that you know that got the jab, do they know what the ingredients are? Just ask them. See what they tell you. See what they tell you. See what they tell you. But we out here, what we say, making knowledge born, man. We making knowledge born. What does being born mean? That means to bring something into existence, you know? That's what we mean by making knowledge born. We bringing this knowledge into existence. Then we bring it into existence. Now it's up to you to do something with it. Oh, Just, you got it. Nothing to it but to do it. Jason, most definitely. Justin, those are two great books. When the World Was Black, definitely a jewel. Supreme Understanding is my dude. Kyle, man, a lot of people be saying they don't be getting notifications when I be streaming, when I be going live, and I find that to be very corny because I know the amount of people that hit the notification bell. I literally can see that. So it should be a lot more people getting notified than the numbers show. But we already know the science behind that. We already know the science behind that. We already know what's actually happening when it comes to that. We already know. We already know the truth of the matter. Like I said, if I chose to talk about something that's ignorant, real ignorant, destroying black people, then it'll be 200, 300 people in this joint. I got some mail coming in, y'all. Let me grab my mail.
Hey, doing there?
What's going on, man?
How you been? I ain't talked to you in a while.
Oh, man, everything's good.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Okay.
Everything's peaceful, man.
Do you ever get stressed out, like outside circumstances, family, and just?
Nah, that's cool. Keep peaceful, man. Keep it centered and balanced.
They say you don't get involved in no drama.
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I gotta keep it simple, man.
Healthy body and healthy mind.
Healthy body, healthy mind, man. That's a balance, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you still be working them.
Oh, yeah, I work them, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Always gonna do that.
All right, take care.
All right, man, take it easy.
All right.
Yep. All right, y'all. We back in business, man. We had to talk to the postman, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to motivate the postman. Asking me, do I get stressed out? Things of that nature. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for getting stressed out around here, man. Healthy mind, healthy body. We don't have time to entertain the stress. We don't have time to deal with toxic friends, family members. Matter of fact, we ain't calling them friends. We ain't calling them family. We don't have time to deal with toxic people. I ain't been utilizing those labels, man, like family, friends, and all that type of nonsense, man. I just deal with people according to how they deal with me, man. So if you deal with me on that toxic level, then I'm not dealing with you at all because I don't need that toxicity in my life. If you deal with me on a positive and beneficial level, then you know what I'm saying, you add on to the cipher. So I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to build with you. Yeah, Master 2, man, dude just be coming in here, man, be trying to make conversation. I just be needing my mail, man. I don't be trying to have these conversations, you know. But it is what it is, man. I just give me the mail, man, keep it pushing. But, man, if you need some little inspiration and motivation, I got you. But, brother, just give me the mail sometimes, man. That's what I just be on, man. But, yeah, Master, that's why I picked up on that, man. Like, dude be out here sounding kind of, you know what I'm saying, down in the dumps, man. So anytime I could drop a little jewel, even though y'all know how I really don't too much rock with people, I could drop the jewels, man. I could drop the inspiration and motivation if need be. Even if it's the postman, man. You know, I got words of encouragement for everybody. Kyle, for sure. And it really wasn't nothing complicated. Just 2 smoothies a day for the entire month of September. And that's 2 smoothies a day in addition to your regular regimen. So you can still eat however you've been eating. Just add 2 smoothies a day to your regimen. Yeah, Master Tube. And for one, he had he had his mask on. So that's part of that too. Got the mask on. Y'all know how I be. I be maskless. You know, everybody be coming in here with, not everybody, but people be coming in here with the mask on and be all in that type of vibe, man. I be rocking and rolling. I don't be needing a mask unless I go into a store that tells me I need to wear the mask. You know, but other than that, I'm maskless, man. I'm letting the face breathe, man. I'm letting the face breathe, man. We got to understand what's really happening, man. That's like having hair, man. You can't keep a hat. You can't keep your hair covered up at all times. You got to let the hair breathe, yo. That's true health, man. So you got to think about how harmful it is, man, to be really covering up your face, though. Your face is not able to breathe, man. Your face is not able to breathe. We too covered up out here, man. We need that exposure to the sun. We walking around covering up the face and things of that nature, man. That's harmful in the sense of we not letting it breathe, man. Got to let it breathe. Just like you gotta let your hair breathe if you want your hair to be healthy. You can't be keeping that joint with, you can't keep a hat on. You start seeing dudes with the hairline and back here, things of that nature, because they keeping the hats on and they keep getting it braided to the back and things of that nature, man. Let your joint breathe, let it nap up, all that type of stuff, man. Let it rock. Florida, yeah, onions is definitely, yeah, onions is in there. That's part of the G bombs you mentioned. Nah, just I don't think we missed any books. At least I think you done been dropping all the books. Sharif and Peach, what's happening? Yeah, Master Tool, they be running with it, be doing all type of crazy stuff with it. I'm like, man, you know you don't really, whatever. I don't even have a conversation with them no more. People gonna do whatever helps them sleep at night, they just gonna do it. And Montel, man, that's possibly it, man. Everybody tell me all the time when they meet me for like the first time, they say, well, you have a good spirit, things of that nature, man. I ain't one of the ones that use that type of language, but I understand what's being said when they say that. So that's pretty much that. But yeah, man, we all about that health mentally and physically in this joint, man. That's why I had to just let the brother know, man. For one, I feel like he needs to take better care of himself, man. It's something I pick up with dude. I just feel like he ain't doing everything that's right and exact. So when I get that sense, man, I just try to plant them seeds again. That's it. I plant them seeds just by being positive and saying positive things and things of that nature. That's how I plant those seeds. You know, that brother comes in here, delivers my mail, and he see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically living my reality. I'm not only speaking it, but I'm living it. And he sees that. That might be all the motivation that he need to get on his game, man. That's it. People see you living the reality. Instead of you talking about it all the time, man, you seeing me. You seeing me living the reality. You seeing me not being bothered. Like, that's what you seeing. Like, that's what children need to see. Like, we need to see each other doing that more. So that's what we got to do, man. We got to be better examples out here. We got to lead by action, lead by example. Just, I'm gonna tell y'all a few stories. I done went to several gas stations at times. And you know how sometimes you may put the debit card in the joint at the pump and that mug will tell you to go inside. If it tells me that and I gotta put on a mask to go in the gas station, I would go to another gas station. I have done that several times. I'm not putting on this mask just to go in the gas station to tell y'all 30 on pump 2. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. So if I gotta go into that gas station and put this mask on just to tell y'all 30 on pump 2, I will go to another gas station. I will literally drive off from a gas station if that happens. I've done it several times. I'm not going in there, man. It's not that serious to me. Oh, Torenzo for sure. Most definitely. When it get winter around here, you most definitely about to see me outside running in that joint. Mind over matter is what I gotta tell people at that point. Matter of fact, mind is matter and things of that nature. But most definitely, that most definitely would be a challenge, man. I ain't fearing the winter. What they say, the winter is coming and things of that nature. We ain't fearing that. We work out all year round. However we want to get it in, however we got to get it in. However we got to get it in, man. But I like I said, man, if I don't feel like putting that joint on, man, and it's something simple like getting gas, man, I will go find another gas station. Y'all would not be getting my funds today. Simple as that, man. I'm not doing. I ain't wasting that time. But if it tell me I need to go inside and I ain't feeling it, I go elsewhere, man. I go elsewhere. I've done that too many times. Hioka, yeah, it get cold in the field where y'all at, man. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing too, the master, man, that's very peaceful for like the mind, man, and it's just healthy. Cold showers, man. Cold showers do a lot for the mind. Some of y'all probably already know this, man, but due to knowledge to cold showers. And you know, we used to take ice baths and whatnot playing football, man, but like cold showers, man, really beneficial and healthy. Take a cold shower from time to time. Get out your comfort zone. I know you used to having that water boiling hot, especially you women. I don't know what it is about women and showers to the point of like where they about to burn your skin off, but y'all love hot showers. Take a cold joint. Take a cold joint. Yeah, Kyle, man, that's what I'm telling you, man. I'm literally gonna put this joint on just to tell you how much gas I need, then I'm taking it right back off. Like, y'all can't be in fear this much. Y'all can't be in fear this much, man. Y'all can't be that afraid, man. Like, literally, I'm about to put this joint on just to say 30 on pump 2, walk back out, take it off. Come on, man. Master Tube, that's crazy, but that's the world we live in today's time. MC, let's get it, man. Keep us updated. Keep us updated. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, though. Keep us updated, man. Health is wealth. You don't have anything if you don't have your health, man. You got to have that health, man. Got to have the health. All the money in the world, all that stuff is pointless if you don't have the health to enjoy it. So we always prioritizing that health, man. We always putting that health first and foremost. We focusing on that health. We focusing on that knowledge, man, that information. That's all we focused on, man. We focusing on doing the knowledge, getting our knowledge up, getting that wisdom up, and we focusing on health. That's literally all we need to focus on. That's all we need to focus on. Master Tube, 100%, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Like I said, I got love for my people, but people can get very just irritating, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you are what's crazy is when you are a person that's like at peace, man, and you fine with just silence and things like that. Like I said, I said this on Facebook. Like, I'm to the point where like noise just like bothers me. I'm so cool with being silent. Like, I'm so cool with silence that unnecessary noise really grinds my gear. Like, if people talking about something that's pointless, it annoys me because I'm like, why are you wasting all this energy making all this unnecessary noise? How about we just be quiet? So like, I'm to that point now, I'm so comfortable with silence that, man, noise has to be necessary. Like, if it's unnecessary noise, unnecessary chatter, I cannot stand it. It's like, dude, why don't y'all just be quiet? Like, mindless chatter, it destroys me. I'm like, dude, really? What are y'all talking about? This is pointless. This conversation is going nowhere. We don't need to, you can be talking about anything but this. You know, so I'm at that point now, I'm cool with silence. Like, I feel like the whole world will benefit from everybody just being quiet. I feel like the world is too noisy, man. We chatter, we talk too much. The world is too noisy. The world will benefit more from silence. People just being quiet. Like, and as crazy as it sounds, like, I'm dead serious about that. Like, the world would benefit a lot more from silence, man. People just literally talk too much and they distract themselves with noises. Man, I could drive in silence, nothing. Nothing. I have some of my best, like no radio, no nothing, no music, nothing. Like, I can drive like that. Matter of fact, that's how I drive to the gym in the morning. Nothing. Like, unless I put some affirmations on. But man, I'm cool with silence. Man, I can work out with no music. I've done this. I've ran miles, no music. Like, silence, man, just you in nature, man, and you groove into nature. Like, that's it. That's it. We got to distract ourselves all the time, though. Oh, Torenzo, man, that's relaxation at its finest. Yeah, just that noise pollution is crazy, man. I like unnecessary noise really just annoys me, man. Like, I can't. So now I gotta master that. It's just like unnecessary noise, really, especially when it's chatter. Like, you saying things that don't matter. Like, I just like, dude, just be quiet. Oh, Florida for sure. Yeah, you for sure always want to stay hydrated. Most definitely. So if you what they say, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So if you already practicing staying hydrated, you ain't even got to get ready when you travel because you already that. Yeah, Dan, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you tell the average person to just be silent and be still, they'll get jittery. They won't be able to do it. They won't be able to do it. And they'll swear up and down that they got control over themselves. We're telling them to be still and be silent. 99% of the population can't do that. You would think that's what they used to tell children. Be still, be quiet. So listen to what we was telling them children. We need to apply that to ourselves as adults. Be still, be quiet. A lot of us can't do it. Man, MC, for sure, I'm telling y'all, man, when I ride in silence, man, that's when I come up with some of the best things, man. That's when I come up with some of the best topics, titles, whatever the case. Just in silence, man. Just be quiet. I don't need music all the time. I don't need a video in the back. Like, I don't need a motivational speech all the time. Like, sometimes I just need me and my thoughts, nature. That's it. It's all the music that I need right there. Just, I'm telling you, I done had plenty of people like that. I be comfortable with being silent, and they just feel like they gotta what? Break the silence because it makes them uncomfortable. They made silence out to be something that's negative. Oh man, it's too silent in here. I gotta say something. No, you don't have to say anything. This is peaceful. This is peaceful, man. People don't understand the peace in silence, man. It's very peaceful when you are in a room and it's quiet. That's very peaceful. It's very peaceful. Walk of peace, what's happening? What's the word? Oh, Montel, man, that's the best way to do it. That's the way to do it, man. That's self-talk, man. That's definitely the way to do it. I talk to myself all the time. They make you feel like you're crazy if you do that. I feel like you're crazy if you don't talk to yourself. Tamika, man, and I was actually having conversations with people about that. Somebody was telling me that they, prefer to have conversations with the person giving them a massage, and I was like, what? I was like, nah, man. If somebody give me, I wouldn't want them talking to me. Just do the massage and do your job. Like, just let me chill on out. I ain't trying to have conversations at that particular moment. The wife is in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. But she came at a time where I feel like I'm about to have to wrap it up because I'm on the phone. Because like I said, man, I get it. I get it how I live, man. Get it how I live. But my phone look like it's about to die any moment now. So I don't want that much just randomly die while I'm streaming. So again, this was a powerful bill, man. I just wanted to present y'all with the challenge for September. Again, health is wealth, man. We got to prioritize that health. Like Dead Prez said, man, let's be healthy out here. Be healthy, y'all, as they said. So we got to prioritize the health for the month of September. We drinking 2 smoothies a day in addition to your regular regimen. So you can eat however it was that you was eating. Just make sure you incorporate 2 smoothies a day into the mix. It's very doable. It's very feasible. That's all the challenge is. That's all the challenge is. 2 smoothies a day in addition to your regular regimen. We all can do that. So that's the challenge for September, the 2 smoothie September challenge. We all about to engage in this challenge. We about to take our health to the next level. With that being said, man, I'm about to go ahead and tap on out. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Tuesday. We'll see y'all again tomorrow with the fresh month, September. Make sure y'all have y'all smoothies ready. So we're going to start off September on a positive, powerful, and healthy note. I'm out. Be easy. Peace.